Good morning, scholars. So this is a very quick rundown of successful exit ticket responses. We're going to go over some that are not so successful, some that are very successful, and I'm going to show you my grading process as we write these together. Now, this is going to be very important because I'm going to grade you on a lot of exit tickets. So I need you to understand what constitutes a successful exit ticket so that you can get the best grade possible. So the first thing is the prompt. In your own words, explain Nick Stone's symbolic use of Manny's watch or Dr. King's letters in Dear Martin. Your response must be at least one paragraph in length and include one piece of textual evidence. If you do not have one paragraph or one piece of textual evidence, you will not receive a passing grade. Here's the response. Manny's watch or Manny's was kind of symbolizing to justice. Remember, read this very carefully to make sure that you don't have any grammatical errors. This is supposed to say Manny's watch was symbolic of or symbolic to justice because, don't say kind of, because kind of does not show confidence in your answer. Right here on chapter 16, it had said that the watch had been in the family for 2 generations, so this shows that it would be like a reminder of his family. And while this may be accurate, it does not provide me the textual evidence I need. By saying that on chapter 16, it had said that the watch blankety blankety blank, that's actually not providing or including the evidence that I need. So if you're referencing something in chapter 16, you have to actually go to chapter 16 and in quotation marks, provide me the quote and then show me and prove to me how that quote enhances your point or proves your point. Your point being that Manny's watch was symbolic to justice because it showed that Manny was with him in spirit. What is that called when there's a friend with you in spirit? Is that just friendship? Is that love? So be a little bit more specific. So there was no textual evidence or analysis, so this response received a 6 out of 10. Now moving on to the next one. This response received a 9 out of 10. Now let's find out why it received a 9 out of 10. The wristwatch symbolizes the wealth and difference between Manny and Justice's social class. Already the first sentence answers the prompt very well. There is a clear argument here. And in the coming sentences, the writer is going to prove how this claim is accurate. Because the watch is vintage, it reminds the reader of the different lifestyles between Justice and Manny. For instance, Justice's living situation is described as poverty-stricken, and Manny's is described as lavish. Now, it's up to you to prove this. So on page 24, Jared says, dude, Manny drives a Range Rover, which helps understand that his parents are fluent. Not fluent, affluent, I believe is the right word here. Now, this response does need a little bit more analysis after this quotation, but it does have an argument. It does prove the argument, although just a little bit. I wish there was more analysis to really take it to where it needs to go. Right now, this is a 9 out of 10. As I provide more directions and clear expectations for exit tickets, this response will actually become more of like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. Okay, but for right now, 9 out of 10, and you provided textual evidence with very little bit of analysis. Okay, let's go to a more successful response. This for now is a 10 out of 10. So this scholar wrote, Nick Stone's symbol use, it should say symbolic use of Manny's watch is love and friendship, which can help and support negative thoughts and help you get through anything. Like in the last chapter of page 159 of the PDF, it states they settle into a comfortable silence, both staring at the headstone. A cool wind blows around them, and it's like Just can feel the EJR on his watch band pressing into the skin of his once swollen wrist. And then there should be a period here. This shows Manny's love and support there's a grammatical error, can feel or can heal. It's HEAL, not EL, Justice's pain. The whole meaning to the symbol is love and support by one's friend, like when Manny was alive and always gave Justice's support and opinion to help him with many situations. For instance, in chapter 2, when they're sitting in Manny's basement and deeply talking about what happened that night when he was arrested and showing all their emotions, and Manny was helping Justice process what happened. So there was not a lot of concrete context, but this response does have a clear argument. It actually provides one piece of evidence and it references other events of the book, and there is a pretty good attempt at analysis to show how this quotation is symbolic or shows the symbolism of love and support and what friendship can do. Now, for now, this response is a 10 out of 10. Later on, this would be more of like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. But for right now, very successful, very well done, includes evidence, includes analysis, and it just gets the job done. Okay, So that's all I have for now. As you move forward, please try to elevate your exit ticket responses. If they're one sentence responses or very short, or they say I think, using personal pronouns like I think or in my opinion, they are not going to get a passing grade. I'm going to repeat that. If they say I think or I believe or in my opinion, they're not going to get a passing grade, and they need to be more than 1 or 2 sentences long. They need to be a paragraph. All right. Thank you all very much. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and have a good weekend. Take care, everyone.